Just starting time? Yeah. All right. Hi, I am Congressman Ted Lieu from Southern California on Periscope. I love this app. Want to talk about the State of the Union speech. I thought it was a fantastic State of the Union speech by President Obama. He really showed tonight why the American people elected him twice. He plays and really inspires the best angels of the American character. And while on this app, you can ask me questions. I see it on the screen, and then I will answer those questions. You could ask me about the State of the Union speech. You can ask me about climate change, about other issues. But I was thrilled to be in the chambers to watch the speech live. I was actually thrilled to be able to bring my parents to come watch the speech. And each member of Congress gets one gallery pass. I was able to get two gallery passes because Congressman Ken Buck, who is the Republican GOP freshman class president, graciously, in a show of bipartisan support, gave me his gallery pass. So both my parents were able to watch it. And I really loved President Obama's speech about how we need to fix our politics, make sure we have both parties come together and get some things done for the American people. And just very excited about the tremendous speech he gave, and also loved his focus on climate change. Each of us deals with over 1,000 issues every day, whether you live in Alabama or California or Ohio. But I believe there's only one issue that can kill us as a species if we don't do something about it, and that's climate change. And oh, I see on the screen all these hearts that are coming up, so I guess that's good, so I appreciate that. And again, if you want to ask questions, simply send it through the app. I'll look at it and then I'll answer questions. And talking about the State of the Union speech again tonight, really, really enjoyed it, and wanted to also mention that I supported President Obama 7 years ago, supported him for his re-elect, and if he could run again, I'm sure he would win in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, we do have the term limits in the Constitution, but tonight he really gave a speech that outlined not just what he thinks should happen next year, but also, as he said, 5, 10, 20 years from now. Thanks for all the nice comments about my speech. And by the way, I am sitting in my Capitol office, and behind me is actually the dome of the Capitol. And just so you know, so I am a freshman member of Congress. The Democratic freshman class members lost their minds and last year elected me their president. But that's not the reason I have this really nice view of the Capitol dome behind me. It's totally random, dumb luck. The way we get offices is through a lottery, sort of like the NFL draft. It's this interesting system where you're literally there, they've got these screens, and then people pick these numbers, and based on how high your number is what kind of office you get to get. So that's why I have this cool view, and that's what you're seeing right now. But I saw the State of the Union speech tonight. It really was a tremendous honor to be there to watch President Obama's last State of the Union speech. And I thought he gave a terrific speech, talk not just about climate change and about fixing our politics, but also about how we secure our nation. He talked about the importance of defeating ISIL and Al-Qaeda, about working with 60 different nations to really try to degrade ISIL, take out their leadership, cut off their cash supply, and really reduce their presence. But he also noted that we can't just stop there. We need to focus on other threats facing America and our national security, one of which is really our energy policy. And he framed it exactly the right way, which is how can we take American ingenuity and really deal with the energy of the future, which is renewable energy, such as solar and wind and geothermal fuels that never go away. He mentioned how solar energy has actually created more jobs than the coal industry combined and saved Americans and taxpayers a lot of money. And that is part of the national security strategy as well. And then I also really loved his focus also on the economy. As all of you are well aware, 7 years ago when he took office, we were in the midst of a deep recession. It was a massive financial crisis caused by the meltdown on Wall Street. Under President Obama's leadership, we've now had 70 straight months of job creation. We have cut the unemployment rate in half, trimmed the deficit by over $1 trillion, and America remains and still is the #1 economy in the world. Our GDP is actually bigger than the next two countries combined. And so it's important to understand that folks who talk about declining America simply are not telling the truth. As President Obama said, it is fiction. And really just want to emphasize again that we're doing well on the economic front, but the growth is not benefiting everyone the same. And that's something else President Obama touched upon. How can we make sure that everybody, whether you're in the lower middle class or the top 1%, experience the same growth in the economy that has been happening? And that's why I do support increasing the minimum wage. I increase expanding tax credits for the middle class as well as the lower middle class. And I think reducing income inequality is good really for America, and President Obama has done a good job on that, but certainly we could do better. Again, if you want to ask questions or if you just want to send more hearts, that's terrific. And I'm Congressman Ted Lieu. I am sitting in my Washington, D.C. Capitol office using Periscope. I love this app. I am one of 4 members of Congress with a computer science degree. So I am a recovering computer science major, and answering questions that you post as well. So one of the questions that was asked is, what are my thoughts on reducing student loan debt? I've had a lot of experience with student loan debt. I was on the 25-year plan to get rid of all my debts. And I realized what kind of burden that was and is for millions of people in America. I fully support letting students refinance their student loans. Right now, Wall Street banks can take advantage of virtually zero interest rates from our government, from the Federal Reserve. I think it is discriminatory and wrong that our students have to pay high interest on their student loan debts. So I would allow students to refinance their debts to market rates. I also completely agree with what President Obama said, that we need to reduce their amount it costs to go to college. I support President Obama's plan to have 2 years of free community college. I think that's fantastic. And in California, I supported the middle class scholarship for middle class families to send their children to college. I think we should have a nationwide version of that. I also have another question now that says thoughts on how to increase women and minority representation in STEM careers. That is a terrific question, and President Obama also focused tonight about having more math and engineering majors, and I think it's important to get people excited about these topics. And how do we get children excited about math, about engineering? And that really starts at home and also in K through 12 education. Want to say that my beautiful wife Betty started a math club actually in Torrance Elementary and junior high school, where our kids go to school. And so this is an important issue to me, to my family, to my wife. And I think having more opportunities for kids to get excited about math, engineering, and science are ways that we need to focus on for the economy 21st century. I think robotics is also something that we can get kids started on early. In the elementary school that my kid, younger son, goes to, as well as the junior high that my older son goes to, they have robotics programs. And it's something I think all schools should have. So there are lots of things we need to do to increase interest in STEM, which stands for a way to get people excited about the sciences. Actually, I prefer STEAM because the A in STEAM also means arts. And so we need to get people excited about the arts as well, because we have not just an innovative economy, but a creative economy, and arts are a vital factor in that. So again, I'm Congressman Ted Lieu. I am in my Washington, D.C. office. You can ask questions you want. And behind me is the nation's capital. It is under construction. Hopefully it'll be done soon. And I have this wonderful office, and feel free to ask questions. I have a nice comment. It said, couldn't agree more, and we'll be in D.C. for Congressional Visit Day to preach science. So that's very cool. And as I noted earlier, I am a recovering computer science major. I am one of 4 in the nation's capital. So another question I have now is, what are some of the ways to reduce global warming? So there are a number of ways. One is to get people to focus on the benefits of renewable energies. So it's just solar, wind, geothermal. The first bill I wrote and authored takes California's climate change laws, of which I was a co-author, and replicates it nationwide. One of those elements is to have a renewable portfolio standard of 33% across the nation, which means that America's energy will come from renewable sources that don't go away, again, such as solar and wind and geothermal. And that creates jobs. It is the economy of the future, and it's going to come whether people like it or not. So it's important that we are on the front end of this. Now, a second way to do it is to make sure we reduce carbon pollution, take carbon out of the air, and my bill also gives the EPA the authority and the power to reduce America's carbon footprint by 40% in 2035 and 80% in 2050. And another way is to work with all the other countries, and very pleased that the Obama administration, along with 200 countries, have agreed on a major landmark climate change agreement in Paris. And I am here to help make sure that that agreement gets implemented. I will oppose any efforts through legislation to try to roll back that agreement. And so those are some of the ways that we can reduce global warming. So again, thanks for listening to me. I'm Congressman Ted Lieu from California, and I will be on Periscope in future installments to talk about other issues. And again, thanks so much for listening in.